Spent the last hour or two notching all my boards. All of these 7. And also installing this next, I don't know what you call it, ledger board here. All of them go 3 feet past the container so that I can have a little water shelter, a little extra shade. So I'm about to take all these boards and slide them down like those boards and screw them in. Been getting a lot of stuff done here over at the turkeys. Speaking of turkeys, we lost one this morning. I'm not really sure what happened. Hey, all you little ladies, or, we don't even know if they're all ladies. Yeah, one turkey had its head through the fence, but it wasn't really stuck. It just was laying there today. But, so we had to bury that one. I put another waterer on the back of this tractor. So we just fill up the bucket on the outside and it fills up the container on the inside. It has a weight that when the water runs low, it lifts up and the valve opens and it fills up more water. So I may have explained those before when I put some other ones in. So I wanted to talk about the colloidal silver that I made the other day. I've heard about it and not a lot of details, but just what a great thing it is for, for killing germs and how healthy it is, yes, but also that it doesn't have any side effects. It can't really hurt you hardly at all. I mean, you'd have to drink gallons and gallons, and maybe, when you look it up online, you find that guy that turned blue from too much silver. But I was over here at the chicken coop the other day. I was trying to put this leg down, and I had put my knee underneath the sheet metal right here, and I accidentally slipped sideways. That metal is just like a knife. So it cut open my knee. You can see, I'm not going to show you a terrible sore, but here's where I've been treating it for a while. It's still bleeding a little bit at times because I probably really should have gotten stitches, but it was kind of borderline and I decided to go without stitches. When I bandaged it up, I used colloidal silver, and every cut I've ever had, whether I went to the hospital, the doctor, just took care of it myself, I've always had some infection. You just see a little bit of yellowish color, or, just a little bit of infection. This cut, there might be like the tiniest 1% infection, maybe. I'm not sure if it's infection or just the color of my skin, but just one tiny corner of it doesn't seem to be just the perfect color, but all the rest of it is. It's in a weird way, it almost looks fresh, like you just finished cutting it, except it is healing. It's healing a little bit slow, probably because I didn't get stitches. But I've just been blown away at just the germ killing of the colloidal silver. So I just had to come on and talk about that. Let's see what else we're doing. So on the barn, I've been working on this one side roof. It's not done all the way to the end, but I've got a lot of it done. I'm putting in these blocks right now that keep it spaced evenly. So I'm right about here putting in blocks, and then I'm going to go up and finish the rest of these rafters up here. Got some activity today with the concrete being poured inside the barn. I finished the roof on that side and I'm starting to do a little bit of it on this side. We'll take another look at what they're doing in here. Started. While we're working on the barn, I'm seeing this tree. Let's see if I can see it. I think it's right here. It's a sassafras tree. And I'm just now noticing that there's a little small one right down in here. I'm gonna dig that up and make some sassafras tea. I'm gonna be clearing some of this out, and this tree will end up getting cleared out if I don't go ahead and take it now. So sassafras has kind of a distinctive leaf shape. You see this kind of 3-finger leaf shape. Not all the leaves are shaped like that. Sometimes it's a 2-finger or even just a single leaf like you'd see on any kind of tree. It looks like a root was cruising along from the main tree and maybe got too close to the surface and sprung out this tree. So the main tree, I'm glad we're keeping it. They had some extra concrete, so we got a pad for part of the dog pen. The dog has been eating rocks and getting herself sick, and we've just spent a fortune recently. We were talking about maybe getting a pad or some way covering her pen so that she cannot get to the ground, and that gets us a good head start. The guys that do the finishing just left. The other guy's gonna come back and take these boards up, but it's pretty much done, except for just these form boards. They made this curb because one of the containers is higher than the other one, and I think it is coming out awesome. The concrete is also spread up underneath the container, so it's creating a footing so the container isn't gonna sink into the ground and get out of balance, you know, out off level. We also put in some footings on this side. They felt like this corner was strong enough to do on its own, but we dug down in the ground and put a footing here and one at the far corner. How many times do you have to tell your children, don't stand in your food? Come on, children, don't stand in your food. Well, let's go ahead and just cut the root off of here. There's not much root, so I'm not gonna be able to make a whole bunch of tea, but nobody else drinks it anyway, so I'm just gonna make some for myself. I'll clean it in a minute. taking the bark off because there's a chemical in the bark called saffrol that, when given to rats in very high doses, seems to encourage cancer. And so this root was used for root beer until the 60s, when the FDA said it couldn't be used for commercial things anymore because of the rat test. So I'm just going to take all this off. It's got many, many medicinal benefits. I guess the American Indians used it for all kinds of medicinal things. I'm going to wash this and cut it up into a few pieces, and we'll put it in some water. Using our tiniest pot, I did take off that horrible Band-Aid and washed my hands real good. Washed the roots real good. We're just gonna wait for it to boil, and then I'll put them in there. Put about a pint of water in there. It's boiling now, so we're gonna go ahead and add those roots in there and let it go for 5, 10, 15 minutes. We'll see what it looks like. I'm getting that nice kind of pink red color. Let's cool it down and put it on some ice. Isn't that incredible? And this unique drink deserves some unique ice. As hot as it is, it probably isn't gonna last but a few seconds. I'm gonna put a little bit of sugar in it. Really good. Just like I remember. This is the one we found at the grocery store that is a concentrate, and it just tastes like wintergreen. The real stuff from the real roots, it maybe has a tinge of that, but it doesn't just taste like wintergreen like that. So really good. Beautiful color. It's like a peach color, but richer. I'll have to see if Claire likes it.